Okay, we have an LG French door style refrigerator freezer here. Let's see here. That is the model of it. And we're having an issue with the lovely ice maker here. I have the water supply turned off. So we're going to turn this on. And in case you didn't know, there's a little button underneath here that you can depress as a test mode. So I want to, so you can hear and see what the issue I'm having. So far so good. Voila. Yeah, it's very annoying. Like the motor has lost power, but if I depress here a little more, push it up, it'll actually stop. So now we'll go ahead and remove this because the new one is arriving today. I'll go ahead and turn that off. There are 4 screws to remove. There's 2 down here, 1 right in the center and 1 on top. I don't think it matters the order. You have to do it in. The last one, the 4th one up here. This 4th one has this little plastic washer or spacer, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so now all I have to do is I put my fingers here inside the ice dispenser tray, lift up just a little bit, pull out, and the thing's not going to come out because of the electrical connector that's still attached up here that we're going to have to undo. So you can see here there's a little electrical connector, and then there's a little locking tab. So I'm just going to take a regular screwdriver and depress the locking tab while hanging on to this harness and pulling lightly. There it goes. Voila. Dun, dun, dun. It is out. So now we're going to wait for the new one to arrive. We'll just reverse this process, though I actually have to disassemble the ice maker from the rest of this unit. Okay, so there's multiple screws that we're going to be removing. We're going to start off with this one over here, and this one. There's one down inside there as well. Actually, there's 2 screws in there, but I'm not sure if they're both holding that back cover on. And then we got various tapes on the back we'll have to remove. So I removed 1, 2, 3 screws. So the one very up there, the other one next to it, you do not have to remove. Then I'm going to flip this around, kind of loosened up some of these tapes here. Well, here there's a tab right in there that's holding this on. And now with this little tab here, we're going to have to push down on the ice maker while keeping this thing steady. Oh, it's already, gravity's already, there it goes. Kind of making it. So now this becomes separated, and you're going to have a few wiring harnesses here to disconnect. So you have one right here. There's a couple of locking tabs to it. And of course there's tape on it. Oh, okay, it's not the blue locking tab. Right here, there is this white This is, I believe, some type of sensor. Also pulls right out. Now we have the ground wire that is going all the way down here to that, I guess it's the ice dispenser motor. So, I'll lay this down, disconnect that. So now when the new unit comes in, we'll just reverse this order. And I'm going to try to leave most of the tapes in place so, so I don't forget how they go. Make sure you don't lose any components here. Tape. There's a lot of tape on here. Voila. Now the whole thing is, oh, there goes the screw that I removed earlier. Now, this is the unit that we will be replacing. So the new ice maker is here. So I've already attached it with the 3 screws. And now I'm attaching the ground wire, putting it underneath, rerouting the wires and putting it underneath the tape that I got loose before. And I've connected this, and I put in, well, it's not in there all the way yet. I have to wait. This kind of goes into a little channel here. That's, I believe, the ice sensor, and I'm going to have to put tape over that, so I'm going to use some of this tape here to go over that, and then we'll get it remounted into the refrigerator and see if it works. Okay, so we have the new unit in, so now to install it, first thing we're going to do is attach the big connector here. So we've got to kind of hold this in place. Then just push that in, it lines up pretty well. Well, the door's going to stop rotating, and then the little lock tab will click in. Then your water dispenser here, you gotta make sure it goes into this little channel that's right there. And then push that in like so. And then you have 4 screws to put in. Here's, I'm just going to start these first. I'm not going to lock them all the way down or tighten them all the way down yet. There's one, just so I want to make sure all the holes line up first. And so you got 3 of these little stainless steel flathead screws. We're trying to use a magnetic tip screwdriver. Yeah, that's not going to help you any. And the one that goes on top, it's a pinhead style with this plastic washer on it. Okay, now I'm going to just tighten up the screws here that I just started previously. Voila, that's done. I just got to put it in an ice tray, turn the thing on. I'm going to have to pull out the refrigerator and turn on the water supply, because I do have that turned off right now. Okay, so the new one's installed and I just turned it on. Now we're going to do the little test before we turn on the water supply. So see this little button over here, you just depress that. And now we're going to see this thing, see if it rotates and works properly. So I'm assuming that's working properly. It doesn't make the noise that we had last time. Okay. Okay, so the water supply is now on. So we'll go ahead and put in the ice tray. Make sure that's seated properly. As you can see, these ice trays also like to crack, so I'll probably have to be replacing this here. I did look it up. I think they want like $85. I didn't think it was worth it at this point. So turn the switch back on. Okay, here something happening. And hopefully this thing will fill up with water and start producing ice. Well, that's all there is to it. So if you need anything else or have any questions or comments, please post them. Thank you.